Hello and welcome to Alchemist Whim. I am Alchemist Jen. I hope you're having a good day. Thanks for joining me on this fine one. So the whim of the day is just talk a little bit about my adventures. What does that mean, you're thinking? Well, I went to some local businesses down on Ithaca Commons and had some fun just chatting up with some folks, and it was just a good time. So I went to Envious Bags first, and just such a delight, just a great chat with her there, and looking at some different potential pop-ups and other things going on, maybe some different avenues to go and connect with through her shop. So really fun, and I got a really cute sweater. So it is in the wash right now. Otherwise I've been like, hey, look at this really cute sweater. It's got ruffles on it and then little fun sleeves. So that was a good start to the day. And then I went to get a cup of coffee at Nothing Nowhere. And then I got this amazing block print as part of my beautiful visit. So I'm sharing it. It is beautiful, original artwork that has been laser cut off of plywood to be able to be printing onto paper. So how exciting is that? Just a fun little visit, and I promise to bring a print back. So I'll work on that tomorrow, work on some of my fabric that I have over here in this area that's right on this side of me, but I still pointed that way, even though that means nothing to you on that side, wherever you are. But I do have some fabric, so I will print something up. I've got plenty of beautiful blocks to print, and so I will just make it a fun little thing that I can gift back. And then also just some really good artist connections there too. Just trying to continue my artistic journey and making those connections. So yeah, I'm gonna see what happens, and there's some other avenues to explore. I'm not really sure what they are yet, but I feel like there's some good things, so I'm just gonna have some fun. And that was the vaguest thing ever. And then in the shop there, I think it's called Green Home or something, that the coffee shop is in, and I'm probably completely wrong and not aware. Does it say on the back? No, but I have stickers. So I got a couple of stickers that I thought would be very fun to put on a coffee mug and water bottles. So this one is cat. It's really shiny, so it might not even show up at all, but it's called Lucky Cat, and it's two black cats and a rainbow and a star, and they're doing the Lucky Cat pose with their arm up. So there is that one. Again, not even sure if it's too shiny to see, but you know, I'm still going to show you, because that's what I do. And then the other one is a bunch of mushrooms and stuff, but it looks very sea-like because of the way the mushrooms are. So it's a Joe Bliss one. Very fun. So we'll decide what we're going to put those on. I think it's time for a new water bottle soon anyway, so I figure why not sticker it, you know, have a little bit more fun. There's no reason to make it boring. I should have more fun in life. So I'm gonna put some stickers on that, be able to do a print exchange, and yeah, so it's good. Also, I was talking a bit about, hi kitty, Zine Fest here in town this past weekend, and then feeling a little bit of remorse in not doing it, but then, you know, I had other shows and stuff too, so I don't feel too bad. And then working full-time does, you know, take up time too, so right? So I don't feel too bad about it, but I did feel a little bit like I missed out, so I should definitely look into being involved in it next year. What do you think, kitty? I think kitty agrees. He was just laying on a pile of clothing that was given to me, that is all cotton and flax and linen, and is completely dyeable. So I'm excited to play with those. I was gonna like do a little show and tell, and then I realized there's way too many pieces, so I washed those, and therefore it made it so that Kitty had to lay on them. So I put it on the Love Sack big pillow so that he could enjoy that when he woke up from his nap on another chair, and then could, you know, relocate his napping station. So it worked out great. He loved it. He's still happy with how that turned out. And then the other one I went to was Handwork Ithaca, and got a chance to just take a look around there. I saw my friend from this weekend, from Shima Bags, and so it was great to see her just after, you know, hanging out on Saturday as tent neighbors. So that was kind of fun, and just kind of connecting, and you know, social media, as well as talking about other shows that are coming up. So just, you know, these really just important little things, but you know, they all add up. So there were several of those moments today, and I really enjoyed that. Also, this is I got a mug. I think a little cup more than a mug, but from an artist that I met earlier this year at the factory show. So that was really fun. And then this Gina was making these, well, she's a little pinch pot, beautiful mugs, but she was making these while, you know, she was at the show while we were chatting. So I felt it was very fitting when I saw them in the shop to pick them up. So very, very beautiful. Just a, you know, great expression with just very little there. So I was very excited to find one of these. She's got other beautiful mugs too, so probably pick up something else at another time as well. So yeah, so that was my day. Lots of good connections, lots of, you know, supporting other businesses and artists as well too, which is really fun. Also, when I went to Nothing Nowhere to get, it was part of the Green Home place, right? And it's a coffee shop. It was just really fun just to say, you know, make me whatever, and it was just a beautiful latte with a sarsaparilla syrup that was handmade by someone else too. So just really just great to be tapping into the local community, and just some different creative avenues that are already here, and you know, I feel like I'm ready to be part of it a little bit more. So I'm super excited. I'll be telling more about my tales and my adventures and my fun. My laundry is done. That's what that noise is. I closed the door to the laundry room thinking, hey, it won't be as loud for the dryer, and I totally didn't pay attention to the fact that it was almost done and that would make the singing noise. But it is cheerful, and I'm assuming you can hear it even though I'm talking over it. So there you go. So yeah, probably can go get that sweater now. No, I'm just joking. I'm not gonna go move away from the camera and then go get it. That would be silly. So yeah, so just wanderings today, just more of a day of maybe a little bit of self-reflection and just pausing a bit, not going into full-on creative mode, but enjoying the creations of others. I'm still making bread today because I do make things, but it's just kind of funny how I set that up too, and I was going to consider making a pizza crust, but I think that's going to take a little bit more focus than this point in the day. The nice thing about the bread dough is that I can do a couple stretch and folds to get the gluten development going, and then let it sit overnight, and then I can, you know, sometime overnight I'll still put it into the fridge to do after the bulk fermentation to do the cold proofing. So I just really feel like I owe it to the process to say the steps that are going on there. It's really just a beautiful thing I've been able to tap into with making sourdough. It's just math and time and science and beautiful things just to make this beautiful thing and very tasty thing. So pizza dough will take a little bit more there, and the recipe I was looking at is like ginormous, so it would make so many pizzas, I don't want to make a lot of pizza, so I'm trying to figure out how I can modify it, or just do some naan and do just little flatbread pizzas that are really yummy from the sourdough. I like doing it with the sourdough because then you don't, I mean, it's okay to need yogurt, but you don't need yogurt because it's already sour from the starter, so it just tastes really good anyway. So, and then I would have more for the next day because I would make like 6 of them compared to a ton of them, and they're just yummy. Yes, kitty. He's pawing me. And then I moved out of the shot. I'm sorry. He just keeps pawing me. He's just cute. Because I'm sitting on his pillow after all, you know, so therefore it makes it his time for cuddles. He's a good boy though. Man. Such a good boy. Alright. Sorry for being weird, but not sorry because you're here and this is me just off the cuff completely and just being weird. So yeah, that's what's going on today. Whim of the day is just the random things and the random adventures that I had earlier. It was a nice sunny day, so it was just a nice day for a walk. Like Grateful Dead are in town for a concert, so I was wearing a ice-dyed sweatshirt by Tabby and Void down in Florida, and it was funny. I was just immediately included in the Deadhead group, even though I was like, I didn't even realize, I think I barely saw that it was happening. I didn't even realize it was happening, but I was assumed to be part of that crowd just because I was wearing something tie-dyed. So it was really kind of amusing as I was walking around and all these things were happening, and I was encouraged to even set up a thing and try to sell some of my stuff. I'm like, I don't really think it's that kind of a thing, but I appreciate the effort. I mean, it's just, I mean, if I had more clothing, it'd be kind of, you know, maybe something I could swing, but just tapestries and stuff make it a little bit more something else. So it's just, you know, you never know. Life's an adventure, and, you know, people are there to interact with, and you want to help each other out. So it's cool to be involved in that now. So those are my thoughts, the whim of the day, and we'll see where the whim takes us tomorrow. Thank you.